Hi Facebook. I put this on here the other day, but sometimes it's better to put it on this format so that people learn a little bit differently through different methods. So I just wanted to put it on here. People pay attention to things in different ways, so I wanted to put this on here in this format. Positive outlets to anger, positive ways to voice issues that matter to you that don't get you put in jail and accomplish more. Being knowledgeable about political offices and platforms and approaching law decisions, so you can use your right to vote and be active in the decision making. The only way to do this in these literal public races is to get in front, way ahead of the race, or you lose your shot to influence the outcome. This requires being on the pulse and being alert in politics, even if it's boring, even if you're not your favorite thing, because it affects everyone, and that is the part you can influence. There are some other ways to influence that I will discuss in a moment. Well, researching rather than taking the TV as gospel, a few points here and there. Don't trust the television. Write your congressmen and women and representatives. These people aren't going to take a letter seriously that isn't well thought out. It doesn't have to be perfect or politically correct, but upfront and clear. Starting conversations about what people think about the particular issues bothering you, urging them to be active and to voice themselves as well. You start talking politics after the first line, people automatically jump to everything they heard that may or may not be fact that they just don't like, regardless of if it has to do anything with the topic you are presenting to them. Discussing political stuff needs to become a necessity. It needs to be more than going off about a person you do not like. It's time to stop giving discussion a negative connotation. It's time to stop being more concerned about being loud and repeating unchecked facts instead of discussing laws, how you can influence them. I know that's less interesting, but we have to stop holding in frustration and excusing it when we get run over, feel unheard, or we blow up due to lack of attention. It's time to get smart, get focused, and well informed, because those aspects will do something. Complaining won't. In order to get ahead of laws being made, you have to pay attention to what is going on. Opportunities to get informed, opportunities to vote, what the choices are, and what they entail before it ever gets to the final decision day, in the hands of our representatives. It's too late then for us to have any say, and the fate of it is in their hands. We need to elect officials that care about what we care about and listen. You can't do that if you never vote, or when you do, you pick at random. I'm guilty of that too. The U.S. society as a whole needs to lean more on grief counseling, behavioral specialists, community, spiritual leading in the community, and unifying activities where police mingle with community, firefighters engage, and neighborhoods mix with neighborhoods. People are way too wound up not saying, "I'm mad," or "I'm scared." It comes out in these awful events like a powder keg. Let's find trusted friends and open up and discuss our anger, grief, and frustration, and talk about real steps that can actually do something. Let's go play basketball or have a beer with buddies or girlfriends, hang out with our dog, go to the gym, or get a face massage to relieve tension positively. Instead of making excuses about going buck wild and ruining our life and any other life that might be innocently in the vicinity when that happens. We need more activities as a community to humanize us and see how similar we are and to connect. These are our fellow people trying to live and carve out good lives where they can be who they are with their families, just like you and me. If we get around each other and slow down, we can see the question, what are we fighting over?